What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Ultimate Warrior guide for Dynasty Warriors Origins. And this one I'm recovering 4 battles in the video because I originally was going to do the 2 Xiapi battles separately, but it was throwing me off on how to do those two because I pulled the Liu Bei boss fight out of one of my original audio recordings. So we're going to switch it up. We're going to put all 4 in here. Most of them are pretty straightforward, so it shouldn't be too long of a video. Whichever one you're struggling with, just go ahead and jump to it. You'll see the timestamps on the bottom, so that way you can jump to the guide that you need. But we have both battles with Xiapi for Liu Bei and Cao Cao. We have the escape from Xiaopei and the assault on Xiapi. So we have 3 Cao Cao battles and 1 of Liu Bei's, all in one video for you guys to check out. Anyway, if you guys need any help with anything, let me know down below. And with that being said, let's start off with the battle of Xiapi from Liu Bei. So we've got the Battle of Xiapi up first. The challenge for this one is to claim victory before Yuan Shu's forces arrive, which I feel is not too bad. I feel like this first part of the battle is pretty simple. I think for my setup, the only thing I changed was my weapon. I went with this sword. I'm the most comfortable with the sword. It's probably my favorite weapon to use. For the Battle of Xiapi, I would assume it's pretty straightforward that you guys want to rush the floodgates as fast as possible. I'm bringing Guan Yu as my companion, as I usually do for the Liu Bei side. And when we go into battle, we're going to rush straight towards those floodgates. So first we go towards the base on that right side, clear out the 2 enemies there so we can free up that floodgate. Then we go to like the little middle section where the next person is, kill him really quickly. Right, and then we have, I believe, Zhang Ba comes down. He's the one defending like a big group. So fight Zhang Ba, take him down as fast as you can. And once you take down Zhang Ba, you want to skip all the way to where Gao Shun is, and he's where he's defending the gate. So skip over to Gao Shun once you killed Zhang Ba. Kill Gao Shun, get through the gate, and just kind of wait there. There's no point in like going back and trying to save your allies, any of that, because you want to be there as fast as possible so you can initiate the floodgates as fast as possible, which will allow your teammates to recover from the drops in courage from, Liu Bei and the other forces whipping through people. Anyway, so once you do that, just keep an eye on it. You should be fine as long as you do it fast enough. If you are having a hard time with it, you might need to run back, but I would do everything you can to get to that floodgate as fast as possible. Let the AI do its thing to get through all the floodgates, and then hit the button and allow your allies to bounce back. Once you have initiated the floodgates and all that, you're going to come out, you're going to go towards the front where Zhang Liao is. And at some point, he's going to want to duel you. You may do that and defeat him. So it's easier to get to that front gate. Saves you some time. And you don't have to worry about running out of time with Yuan Shu. I'm not exactly sure how long it takes for Yuan Shu to enter the battle. I think through all of my experiences with playing Xiapi, it's happened once towards the end when I was already fighting Chen Gong. So I would say you have probably at least 8, maybe 10 minutes to get through the whole stage without the reinforcements showing up. So you do have a lot of time to get through it. Alright, so once you get through the initial section, then you're going to Chen Gong's large force, do some damage, wait for them to initiate their grand tactic, which they always do. Destroy the 700 enemies, make it really weak, and then once you get to Chen Gong's section, pop your true Musos, all that stuff. Just blitz him, take him down as fast as you can. I recommend saving that for when he pops his true Muso ultimate, so that way it doesn't waste too much time for you. And you can easily go through Chen Gong really easy. Alright, so we're going into the escape from Xiaopei. I believe for all of these, I'm using a very standard setup. You can use whatever you want for the maps, doesn't matter to me. And the challenge is to get the victory with 9 of your allies surviving. And for those who don't know, that's all of your people on the map. There is only 9, including your companion. There is really no leeway for losing a character. You have to make sure everybody stays alive, and I actually failed it on the first time because Sun Qian actually ended up dying on me. So what you're going to want to do when you start this out after my failed attempt, you're going to want to rush to the first base and kill the guy that's in the little land area. You can kill him if you want because I had a checkpoint at that base. Kill the person in the base and then run past Liu Bei. Don't help him with Wei Shu. There's going to be enough people coming to help him. They're going to clear him just fine because I wasn't able to make it to Sun Qian fast enough in the first round, and I ended up failing. Because as soon as that happened, I counted how many allies I had. I was like, oh wait, there's only 9. There's only 9 people on our team, so there's no reinforcements that come. It's these 9 or bust. So every character needs to survive. So run past Wei Shu, go straight to Sun Qian. He's probably going to be struggling at this point. Help him out, clear out that base, and then I would do everything you can to clear out all the enemies that are near or going to be approaching Liu Bei's force. So kill all the reinforcements that come in from the like that bottom side, and then eventually when Liu Bei and Xiaopei want it together, all the, you kill the first wave, there should be a second group with a couple of stronger people coming out run up, kill them. Keep an eye on Sun Qian, who's going to be advancing towards the other group advancing from the south. He is very susceptible to being killed very easily, so make sure you keep an eye on him. So you see me, I will run towards Sun Qian because he's getting attacked by 3 different people. So we want to go over there and protect him, because if he falls, I don't know if you will get the victory. I think Xiahou Dun is supposed to show up at some point as well, right? So he might provide a cushion for you, but I wouldn't, at least I didn't rely on it. So I went over, I helped Sun Qian, cleared out the 3 that were attacking him, and then once that was clear, and I made sure that Liu Bei and Xiahou Yuan were good and they were moving to the end point, I don't have to worry about them no more. Then I can go help Guan Yu and Zhang Fei, help them clear out their sides, deal with the archers that ambush them. Of course, you got Zhang Liao that chases them down at some point. Just be very careful with it. Make sure to watch them, because sometimes you get a little split off from them. And Zhang Liao was definitely a challenge to fight in this one. He's a bad boy. But once you've cleared out the enemies around Guan Yu and Zhang Fei, once you have beaten Zhang Liao, then you can go ahead and continue to the base normally. You know, defeat Gao Shun in there, defeat the enemies that are inside that base, clear them out, and then take down Chang Gong, who appears later in the map, and then that should be an easy win. Moving on to the Battle of Xiapi. Definitely, I would say, a harder challenge than the Liu Bei one. We have to defeat Zhang Liao and claim victory without utilizing the flood attack, and this is going to be quite the doozy. Zhang Liao is a pretty strong character, and then the characters around him, the NPCs, pose a bit of a threat. They're pretty aggressive. So for me, I rushed straight for Zhang Liao. I did not wait. I originally was going to try and take my time to get up there, but I'm not going to risk it. You have to keep in mind that Lu Bu is also going to be advancing on your people. He's not going to go for Cao Cao right away, but he's going to go for your people. And when he clears up that western side, then all those people are going to make their way towards Cao Cao, making him, in danger. He's going to be in danger. So we want to go as fast as we can towards Zhang Liao and just fight the giant army in there as best as you can. Run in, pop your attack boost, pop your bravery, whatever you bring. I've got the normal setup like I always do. Nothing too crazy. And I'm just trying to kill Zhang Liao as fast as I can. Once Zhang Liao gets killed, you don't have to worry about guards or anything getting to the gate, because the defectors should open the gate, let you in. Your team will abandon going for the floodgates, which means you have secured the challenge, and then now all you have to do is complete the remainder of the stage in whatever way you want. For me, I went back and helped Xiahou Dun, so I can just have him as an ally towards the end, and then I went towards Chang Gong's large force, and then killed Chang Gong really, really easily. Battle of Xiapi for this one, it was a little difficult because of rushing towards Zhang Liao, and he's a pretty strong character along with the people around him. But after you kill him and you make your way in with your allies, I'd say it's a pretty easy battle. Moving over to the assault on Xiapi. Again, if you want the tips on how to defeat Lu Bu for red hair, it's going to be in a separate, different video. I completed it while I was on Liu Bei's side. But going through Wei's side, we're now going to the assault on Xiapi. This is definitely a much harder stage because of Guan Yu's fickleness along with Cao Cao's fickleness. So you got to be aware of 2 things when going through this. So the challenge is to defeat Guan Yu before he returns to Xiapi Castle. And you don't want to fight him right next to the gate. I mean, if you are able to somehow kill him fast enough before he returns to the gate, sure. I mean, I guess that's a way to do it. I have not tried that, but you are more than welcome to try, because maybe he won't even return to the castle if he's at the gate the whole time. So that might be a strategy in itself. But for me, what I did is I forced him to come out towards the floodgates after threatening the floodgates and killing everyone on that eastern side, that right side on the map. Once I get towards the battle with Guan Yu himself, you're going to want to use everything. Right? I ended up failing because I killed Guan Yu, but Cao Cao ended up dying. So my battle with Guan Yu was going great. I actually had to switch my weapon over from the gauntlets to the best wheels. So if you have one of the 624 weapons, one of the really good weapons, I would recommend using that. The damage doesn't feel that much different, but it does make a big difference versus the the 300, 350, whatever you have. If you want to bring a Muso Bond and switch over to your companion, whatever you want, just do as much damage as fast as you can. Guan Yu on this level outside the castle is a beefy boy. His health he goes down so slow. So make sure to do as much damage as you can. So you'll see through my first example here that Guan Yu, so I'm fighting him. I haven't used my second bravery just yet. And I'm trying to do as much damage as I can, and then my allies obviously made it into the castle, which means they're going to pull Guan Yu into the castle, which ended up happening. So I was panicking. I was trying to, do everything I can to stop him, popping my, Muso, popping my true Muso so I can spam my heavy battle art because I had the wheels and the little fire Battle Art one, I forget what it's called, but it's extremely powerful. It really stops him in his tracks, does a lot of damage, and he actually gets away from me, and I still have to chase him down. But luckily, I was able to snipe him right in front of the gate, which allowed me to cure the challenge. However, right after this happened, you'll see on the top side there that Cao Cao is being absolutely bombarded, right? So I get Guan Yu. He's down, you know, I finish him off and everything like that, but then Cao Cao is just completely bombarded by people and then gets killed, right? So I was like, that's a problem. So I go back to my latest checkpoint, and this time I go heavy damage. I pop my bravery boost, I pop in my true Muso when he starts to run again, right? I want to do as much damage as I can, as fast as I can. So I pop my bravery, I'm using my true Muso, all that stuff. I don't want him to start running again, right? So as soon as he popped his ultimate, that's when they called him back. So I popped my ultimate, my true Muso, the rage mode, and did as much damage as I could with the heaviest battle art that I had, and then took him down. Once he went down, I rushed to Cao Cao. I absolutely rushed over to him to keep him safe. And with the second run through from that checkpoint, I was able to successfully complete the challenge this time. But this one was a little more difficult just because of how beefy Guan Yu's health is. Usually when you're playing on a different level, or you're not focusing on Guan Yu, Liu Bei and Zhang Fei leave usually before they attack Cao Cao, but because you're focusing so heavily on Guan Yu, and he takes so long to kill, along with the fact that you're keeping him from retreating, Liu Bei and Zhang Fei are going to eventually make it to Cao Cao and pose quite a bit of threat there. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have a video here, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hopefully it was helpful. Hopefully it made sense. I was a little bit all over the place with the assault on Xiapi, but you just gotta do as much damage as you can to Guan Yu and then rush to save Cao Cao. That's what I would suggest. You could maybe nip it in the butt by waiting for Liu Bei and Zhang Fei and then just attacking them and then having Guan Yu come after you and fight all three at once. I'm sure that's not going to be a fun time, along with the fact that after that happens, you know, your team's going to sneak around to the floodgates and get into the castle, which will call Guan Yu back. So I think this is probably the better way to do it, the more efficient way. You can fight him one-on-one and do as much damage as you can. But yeah, I'm going to have the rest of the gameplay play. Taking down Zhang Fei and Liu Bei, and then fighting Guan Yu for the last time, and then that'll be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it was helpful. If it was, definitely appreciate a like, comment, or subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone.
The enemy officer. As long as I live, Liu Bei shall control this land.
Even the mightiest grow tired at some point. Now is the time to act, while Guan Yu is on the back foot. To meet expectations.
My sworn brother entrusted me with the castle's defenders. So I will fight to my dying breath. Even if I am the last man standing.
Shall we get serious? I hope this surprises you. Now then, fantastic. I hope this surprises you. That's really good and satisfying. I expect great things here.
Nobody shall not fall. Shall not bend the knee. I will stand on this land I have sworn to defend. Got you.